Much like how it worked in the TCG, Tellarknight is a back row heavy deck. The two most popular ways to play it are Balance and Endless Trap Hell. I made top 16 in a tournament yesterday with a Balance build. Both skills are good ways to play the deck. With Endless Trap Hell, you have a better grind game and you get to use Treacherous. Balance gives you increased consistency and it works better with Skybridge. I use 3 Deneb, but thanks to Skybridge, if you don't have 3, 1 or 2 copies will work perfectly fine. You can simply just play more Unuk Owlhigh. The reason why this is because drawing Unuk plus Skybridge is just as good, if not sometimes better, than drawing Deneb plus Skybridge. You can go Unuk, send Deneb, Skybridge into Altair, bring back the Deneb and search for a monster, or if you have a second Telemonster in the hand, you can instead go Unuk, send Vega, Skybridge into Altair, Altair effect, bring back Vega, and then Vega effect to summon the monster from your hand, which then gives you 3 monsters to make a Deltarus. Deltarus is the boss monster of this deck. Once a turn, by using an overlay unit, it can destroy a card on the field. Once it goes from the field to the graveyard, you can summon a Tellarknight from your hand or deck. This includes being sent there by battle, card effect, or the cost of your own card. The cost of your own card refers to sending it with Alpha, or tributing it for Ballista Squad or enemy controller. Deltarus has one more effect. As long as it has overlay units, your opponent cannot use cards or effects when you summon a monster. This counts for the summoning of Deltarus itself. This prevents stuff like Floodgate Trap Hole, but if you are facing a row mage, they can still solemn scolding you, and you will probably go into a corner and cry if you don't have an alpha. The other use of this effect of Deltarus is, for example, you have a Treacherous face down, it's live. With your toggle on, you Xyz summon Deltarus. At the first prompt of summoning Deltarus, you activate your Treacherous, and you target your opponent's 2 Shiens. Because of the effect of Deltarus, the opponent cannot respond to this Treacherous. Because your toggle was on, you were able to activate a card in the same response window of Deltarus being summoned. In this extreme example, your opponents would not be able to negate your card with the effect of Shien. I use 3 Altair. This is a slight sacrifice in consistency by not playing more Unuk instead. However, I think the 3rd Altair is really important. In my opinion, it's really important for the longer games. Lots of people like 2 though, and I think that's perfectly fine as well. It seems to be a case of player preference. You could also try 2 Altair and 1 Sirius, because Sirius puts back the Altairs. And 1 Vega. Vega is really important, but it's not that great to draw compared to Deneb or Unuk. With Balance in 20 cards, you cannot play more than 8 monsters, otherwise the skill will not work. Skybridge is good with Balance, because when it's in your starting hand you are guaranteed to have a trap card as well. I use 3 of that, and I play 1 Econ and 1 Clash. I was using 1 of each, so that I could find out if Clash was as strong as Econ. I don't think it is, and in future I would play 2 Enemy Controller. Enemy Controller has more synergy with the deck. For the other spell card, I'm using a Cosmic Cyclone. I was going to play Forbidden Lance, but tournaments right now are post-ban list, and Crystron with C Stealth Attack is very popular. For the traps, I do 3 Alpha. This is 1 crazy counter trap. Negating anything and then drawing a card is quite strong. The other 3 traps can be anything really, though ideally you want something that's really good defensively and isn't too situational. For example, I do a combination of Fiendish Chain and Canadia. For the extra deck, I tried doing a Trishula instead of a Samurai. This was mainly for stuff like Floodgate Trap Hole and Fiendish Chain, because you can contact fuse with your locked up monsters. I think in concept it was okay, but Samurai is pretty cool too. The rest of the extra deck is very standard and all of it comes up. Tsukiyomi and Utopia are both strong Xyz monsters that the deck is able to make quite easily. General is a way to deal with invoked Cocytus. Both effects of Cowboy are quite useful, and I play 2 Deltarus because the second one can come up quite a lot. That is all for the deck breakdown. Up next is the gameplay from the tournament. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. GG's and thank you dear Lee for the tournaments. The music that we'll be playing is the theme that's rumoured to be Shark's theme when he comes to Duel Links. I'm assuming it's because it was in the files or something, but anyway, yeah, enjoy.
Get you one more time. I really wanna cross the